Day 64. So today's been an alright day. It's had its kind of challenges and difficulties that have propped up, but where I've been feeling so much more stable, the emotional response I've had to things happening around me or me worrying about things has been totally different to anything that it has been before. And that brought about one of the most bizarre internal conflicts and resolutions that I've had. Because for so many years where I've not felt any sort of attachment or want for life, the place that I was in a few months ago, I never would have even imagined having a good day to be possible. And then the process of moving from there to where I am now, which I think has been accelerated massively by talking about it every day and having to address it every day and hearing other people's opinions and feelings about it and them sharing their experiences and all the other things that have come out of doing the vlog, but working towards a place where I kind of feel secure and that I actually want to be alive. That little voice that's always been in the back of my head that kind of says, well, one day it's going to happen, isn't really there anymore. And that led to this weird feeling, which I imagine is similar to what happens when you get married. I don't know, I've never been married, I've never asked anyone to marry me or anything like that. But that kind of fear of committing your life to something and the thoughts of, oh my God, am I actually doing this? Kind of entered my head in the sense of just staying alive. It was the step from assuming that one day my death is going to be my own doing into allowing the idea of a full life to take its place. And although it sounds ridiculous, that moment was really daunting because it was almost surrendering the control that I used to have over my own fate and almost those addictive emotions that come with being that low. And it was difficult then to commit to, okay, well, I'm actually going to live, I'm going to have a life and build a life. And that turned that switch of being able to plan things and think about the future and think about what I want to be, what I want to do over the next however many years of my life, which historically I've just never been able to access at all because that switch has been turned totally the opposite way. But because now I have that almost more through line of the idea of building a future and designing a future, the emotional responses that I have some sort of grounding somewhere, some sort of gravity pulling them towards something, so they're not insanely irrational and just flying around and responding in whatever ways they want to. So for the first time ever, I'm not living in absolute extremes of 0 to 5% or 100 to 95% on whatever scale we're talking about. And looking forwards, the wonderful thing about that is that my behaviour won't be irrational, because when you are in those insanely extreme states of mind, the emotion takes over and you act in response to the emotion. So it's been a pretty big step forwards today. I hope that doesn't become a step backwards at some point, but it may well do. And I think being okay with that is probably a positive as well, because it means that I'm not going to get stuck in the opposite. If it does fall back again, it feels more like a spectrum that I can move across and live on. And looking forward to the next couple of days, so share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.